I'm James Townend. I'm the Managing Director at Fitzgerald Fostering and one of its founders. I'm a social worker by professional background and have been for the last 30 years. I'd been working in a local authority for 13 years alongside Leslie Fitzgerald. We'd had a number of roles and worked alongside each other and felt it was time to move on from local authorities and set up a service that delivered on our values. We're about supporting the carers so as they can support the children they look after.
Fitzgerald Fostering is a small, family-owned, independent fostering agency which is based in Berkshire, but which also covers the Buckinghamshire and Oxfordshire areas. Our main aim is to create the very, very best outcomes for the children in care. We believe passionately the best way of doing this is to support those foster carers in everything that we can do.
We've been fostering for about 13 years now, and originally it was because I was working in a primary school and I became aware of children involved with social services and what a tricky time some of them were having at home.
We started off with a local authority and we did a lot of short-term placements, and then we decided we wanted to foster longer term, so we went with quite a big agency.
We were with them for a number of years again. I wanted to give up work to take fostering, to do it full time, and we wanted an agency that were more local and offered better support than we were getting.
The children that come to foster care have some complex needs, but fundamentally what they all need is security and support.
I thought I understood children and some of their needs, and actually I think the needs are far more complex than we'd appreciated. But the support, again, I think was above and beyond.
They are so realistic and understanding. Whoever you talk to, they have the background knowledge of the children that you're looking after, so you don't have to explain, the situation, and they're there and they get what you're going through.
Fostering is not an easy task. It is a hugely rewarding task, but we also have to recognise that fostering is not without its challenges. We really believe that how we deliver our support and advice and guidance and training to our foster carers makes all the difference.
They just make things so much easier for us. Because it is hard, but you get through it and you love it. You do, you really love it when you get through it.
They've helped us through the tough times, and they've helped us through many different processes.
We believe in ongoing support and development of our foster carers. So each foster carer is identified into a group, and that group is there to enable them to have their emotional needs in a confidential and safe space for them.
To be able to sit in a room and talk to other foster carers whilst you're being trained, you can discuss different viewpoints. So it really gives you a good background and supports you with all the placements that you have.
We share our ups, our downs. We might have a cry. I've cried many times. To be in a room with other carers that are going through the same, you come away feeling so much better.
When my mum and dad decided to do fostering, I was really excited for them. I was a little bit apprehensive because I know how difficult it can be emotionally. I never ever thought that I would be able to do it.
We offer a wide variety of training. We have our core training, which are required by fostering regulations, as well as what we call our advanced training, where we look more at the therapeutic needs of children, but also the foster carers.
They're very good at asking the foster carers what training they want. I've had a lot of children with neurodiversity. I suggested that maybe we could do some training around, autism and things like that, and they did that, and it was a fantastic training.
They've always made us feel valued and that we're supportive, that we're making the right decisions, which you really need because you can feel quite isolated sometimes, and we have done in the past with other agencies.
There is a professionality about it that makes sure that the foster carers and the young people know that they will be supported, and that the people within the team will fight their corner and make sure that young people get what they need to move through life and have the same opportunities and outcomes that young people who can remain with their families get.
It's just the small little things that the child achieves that are really rewarding. Maybe other children are already doing at their age, or something that they really struggled with when they first came to you, and it makes their life easier and better.
Recently we had one of our first foster child knocked on our door and said hello, and I said come in, and he came in, had a cup of tea, and we were chatting for about 2 hours, and he said just thank you for everything you did for me. You can't get better than that, you really can't.
I just want to say a big thank you with what you've always done for me, for all the support that you've given me, for all the celebrations that you've hosted for what I've done.
If someone else is considering fostering, I'd say bite the bullet and go for it. Do what you can for them because they need you.
Don't believe in all the myths. that you can't do it, or I need to have a big house, I can't do it because I'm single, or I'm gay, or all the myths that surrounds fostering. Ignore that.
It is amazing, and we need more foster carers because we need to help more children.
I wish I had more time left. I wish I'd done this earlier. To be a foster carer, for me, has changed my life. And if people were to realise just what you can do, which is so simple to change a child's life, it would make such a difference.